Hello guys, and today we will talk about how we can swipe in Unity3D and how we can deactivate, how we can destroy the game object with swiping. First of all, before starting, I just want to tell you that this code is not from me. I've got this code from someone else online. So let's get started. First of all, I'm going to create an empty object and change the name to blade, and we will need a tag named blade, and we will assign that tag to the game object, and then we need a script blade change, give it name blade or whatever you want, and open it in the software. Okay, so in here we need couple of variables. First one is bool is cutting, make it true for now. Then rigid body 2D, make it RB, because we will move the object, that means like the blade or swiping thing, that it is good to have a rigid body. Then we need camera because we will assign the position of the object to the position of mouse all the time. So to get the position of mouse, we will have to use the screen to world point. That's why we need camera. Okay, so we need three methods. Void, one is void update cut, then void start cut, void stop cut. Now in update cut, we will create a vector 2 and give it name new position. That means the position of the game object. The new position of the game object is equal to camera dot screen to world point input dot mouse position. Come on, position, and then rigid body, that means RB dot position is equal to new position. That means the rigid body attached to the game object will be equal to new position. So in start method, we will assign the RB to get component rigid body 2D, then cam is equal to camera dot main, and yep, that's all. And in update, what we will do, if is cutting, that means is cutting true, then update cut. Save the script, go to Unity, and we will be able to see some changes. We will be able to see some improvements here. Okay, first of all, we will add a rigid body 2D and change the body type to kinematic, so make sure it doesn't fall off. And if I hit play and give the, okay, what the hell is that? Wow. Now if you can see, if I move my mouse after if I move my mouse, I can move the blade object. Okay, so that's pretty much good for now. Now in update method, before is cutting, we will use if input dot get mouse button down 0, that means left, start cut, else if input dot get mouse button up 0, stop cut. Now in start cut, we will first of all, change is cutting to true, which is already, and in stop cut is cutting to false. Okay, so now if I go to Unity and hit play, now when I click with my in start it's true, so when I click now, because it's true, it's moving. So when I click, it's not moving because I haven't clicked the mouse. Now if I click and move the object, you can see it's moving. So that's good. Now that's it in Unity. Now in Blade, what we will do, we will instantiate some objects as child. So when we instantiate these childs will be these swipe, visual effects. So I'm going to create an empty game object into the Blade object and reset its transform and change the name to trail and add a trail component, trail renderer. So first of all, we will change the values here. I have memorized the values, so to change will be pretty quick. So time to 5 to 1 with 0.1. Then come on, what we are missing here. I think we're missing something. Yep, I don't think so. Okay, so now we will create a material to change the color of the blade and give it name trail. Yeah, trail M will be fine. I don't want to go into deep. So in the materials element, use the trail M and change the sender to sprite default. Okay, that's perfect. Color, make this one to 0, and you can add different colors. I have added some colors, they're pretty cool, and you can change the color here, and it's up to you. It's totally up to you which one you use. Okay, and make it 0. And now if I hit play, I will be able to see. Wow. Now you may want to change the time here, but this thing's pretty cool. But if I click here, you can see if I finish here and start here, you will see the swiping thing from one point to another, like this thing. Okay, so that's why we have to instantiate a different one every time we click on the screen. So okay, so I'm gonna move this tail in hierarchy and make the prefab and delete the trail object and save the scene and go to mono develop. Okay, here what we need is public game object blade trail prefab, and in start cutting or cut, we will assign the current. We also need to create a private variable, a game object, not game data, and give it name current blade trail. So what we will do when we instantiate a new blade, we will that blade will be equal to, that means the current blade will be equal to that blade trail prefab for now, so we can do some other things as well. So in start cut, what we will do is current blade trail is equal to instantiate blade trail prefab transform, that means the position of the blade, the position of this object. Okay, and in stop cut and also what we want to do, we want to we want the trail to leave the blade game object as soon as we stop cutting, and we also want to destroy that blade after some time. So what we will do, what we will do in stop cut, when we stop cutting, we will make sure the current blade is equal to transform dot set parent to null. That means there will be no any parent object of the blade, that current blade trail. Then we want to destroy that blade trail after 2 seconds. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all we need for now. Now if I go to we're getting an error, that's pretty good. And what is the error? Okay, so we have to use dot here, transform blade tail dot transform dot set parent is equal to null. I think that will solve our problems. If I hit play, we haven't assigned the game object of blade, which will be trail in this situation. And if I hit play now, I'll hopefully see new one, and after 2 seconds we can see them destroying. And I think we will have to change the time of the trail to something like 0.5 maybe. Oh, okay, that's pretty much good for now. We will add a circle collider to the blade, and if I zoom in, come on, I want to zoom in, which I cannot, I don't know why. And you can see I want to change the radius to 0.1. Is it too small? Looks fine, huh? Looks fine though. Okay, so 0.1, and make it is trigger to true. That means it's trigger, it's gonna collide, but it won't like collide, it will just trigger something. Okay, so what we will do, like you can see, if I swipe slowly, that means it's not cutting. Actually, the cutting is when we do fast. Okay, so what we will do, we will check if the velocity is slow like this, then we will deactivate the circle collider. Otherwise, if it's fast, we will enable the circle collider so it can start, I mean it can enable cutting. Okay, so to do that we need a vector 2, make it previous position, if not previous position, then public float min cutting velocity, if I'm right, which I'm not, and make it 0.001 f for now, and we might play with these variables later, but for now that's pretty much it. And in update cut method, what we will add, a float velocity is equal to new position of the game object minus previous position of the game object dot magnitude multiply by time dot delta time. Now if velocity is greater than min cutting velocity, then circle collider, I forgot to mention the circle collider here, circle collider 2D, circle collider, and in start circle collider is equal to get component circle collider 2D. Okay, save the script, always good to save the script. Now circle collider dot enabled is equal to true, else make it false. Okay, that's pretty much good. After everything, we want to assign the previous position to new position. And in start cut, we want to deactivate the circle collider because we are activating it when the min velocity is higher than the velocity we want to, and also the same thing in stop cut, which is the same thing. Okay, so let me check if I'm missing anything. I'm pretty sure that's it. Now if I go into Unity and hit play, I don't know what's gonna happen, but basically in start the circle collider is, oh, there's some problem. But you can see when I swipe like in slow, I mean speed, it's not activating, but if I swipe faster, it's activating. So that's pretty much good, but yep, it's fine. It's good. It's perfect. So what we will do, we'll make it false because we don't want to activate. We don't want is cutting to true in start. That was just while we were playing with it. So okay. So and in start we want the circle collider to be disabled. So we'll just disable it, and now if I hit play, it is disabled, and now when I click, it's not it's enabling. You can change the value of this thing here to according to your needs. So for example, if I bump this value up and hit play, now we can't see the circle collider even we go a little bit faster, but if I go like this, I can see the circle collider enabling. That's pretty much good. Okay, so it's up to you what value do you guys choose here. You might have to play with it. Okay, so that's how we make the swiping thing. Now how I can destroy a game object. I'm going to create a game object and give it box collider 2D and change its collision collider, oh sorry, and make it a bit bigger so we can easily collide with this object. Okay, and make it trigger, I don't know, maybe, but it's fine, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Now in here we need to create a method void on trigger enter 2D collider 2D, make it other. So this is the method we use to check the trigger enter of the game object. So in this case it's 2D, so we'll use 2D. If now just we will first print debug.log something collided, and then destroy GameObject dot other. No, destroy other dot GameObject. Maybe this will work, I'm not sure. I hope we are good to go, but just make sure the game object is here, which is always, and where's plate? Okay, oh great, something's collided. So this is how we deactivate the game object. destroy the game object with swiping. Now I'm gonna show you the project which officially I have used this in my other project, and in that project the swiping is pretty much really good. So yep, and I'm gonna show you the values I have used in that blade in that game object, and I'm gonna show you how nicely I have done in that project. So it will take a couple of seconds. Please give me a couple of seconds so we can see. So pretty much, yep, for now that's how we make the swiping thing in Unity. It's pretty easy, huh? It's not that difficult. So yep, I hope Unity, come on. Okay, now if I hit play, this game, I don't know why it's taking so much time, because I've got slower PC, or maybe PC. No thanks. Hit. Now it's not active because I have to kill a couple of ants to activate. By the way, this is my game for Android. If you wanna check it out, you can check it out. It's pretty cool game. The name is Ant Smasher. I hope you will find if you maybe how to. There you go. This is how I've done it. Okay. So this is how I have done in my project. So yep, thanks guys for watching. If you have got any questions, please leave in the comments below. I will try my best to answer those. Otherwise I will go and search online, or maybe, but yeah, hope for the best. And thanks guys for watching. I will see you in next video.